What does your creative process look like in creating a character? We'll start there.
Yeah. I think because my ear has been attuned to this for so long. So like I was saying in school, I remember I had one teacher. Okay, lovely to meet you, Nick. But Sarah Jones was taking a music class, and I was one of the teachers. We had different South Asian teachers, and she would watch what I am doing, watching what I am wearing. I'm wearing sari, and I noticed that she would start to imitate a little bit what I am saying when she thinks I am not listening. So that as a child, I think that you can get in a lot of trouble doing that method. But as an adult, in the creative process, if you have something which you want to learn, the first necessary part of that is the practice. You must over and over again, like this concept that I have heard of the 10,000 hours of practice to become genius, right? This is maybe this Malcolm Gladwell. So that if you spend that much of time learning to do something, of course you will become, it is like sleeping for you. It is so easy that you can just do that. So I think that is part of the creative process, is the repetition. Very important. When she is first learning to inhabit different person, she tries very hard not to think of that as accent, because as I told her, I am not accent. I am a person. So if you want only to do accent, you can go to the Saturday Night Live or something like this. Not to say that it is bad thing. We love this SNL, but that it is different thing to play someone only as impression, very quick, broad stroking that. That sounded very dirty. I did not mean to say that, but there is big difference between creating real person, who is someone that you know, what did they eat for the breakfast? What do they care about in their life? What did they study in the schooling? When did they come to this country? What do they care about? How many times do they dream of Donald Trump getting a terrible illness? These kinds of details are very important. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that to her. But, I think learning who people are and where they are, that's part of my creative process. And I have to have the time to do that. So it can take me about 2 weeks of researching. I like to be in the place where the person is from, or at least know where they grew up. I like to know where they went to school. It's amazing to me, like to this day, because I eventually went to India and performed this, various characters in India, which is, you got to get it right. Like, that's like more than 1 billion people who could be like, wrong. Like if they don't like you, they could be like, that's really, insulting or demeaning. And so I have this goal of like treating other people's stories and their lives and the kind of subject that I get the privilege of learning, which is their life, treating it with as much respect as I would hope someone else would treat me. Yeah, that's my goal.
So what does your creative process look like when you're writing? So, I mean, you've written TV show pilots, you've written like plays.
Yeah.
How do you even start? How do you get stuff on paper?
Yeah. It's funny. I was just thinking about this example, and I don't know if this is something you can link to, but I recently did this fun project. It was actually merging the worlds of fashion, so a little bit of your world, Nick. And what I do, the CFDA, which Vogue magazine, I got involved, my little childhood, my girlhood dreams of Vogue involvement. It's like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, Anna Wintour came to my show. Like my life is amazing. But it was really cool to kind of have this mashup of those worlds when I got the chance to do a short film that was the cold open for those awards. And I got to bring my characters in. So several of my characters were playing these different roles, interacting with fashion designers. And we did a short film. Fisher Stevens shot it. He's amazing. And I got to write it in, like you say, as you know from being around me, the characters would interact with people in real time. And so sometimes my writing just looks like improving in as authentic a way as possible in the real scene. So, when I roll up on Tommy Hilfiger as a messenger and I'm like, yo, Tommy, oh my God, I got your underwears on right now, my dude. That's a moment that it's written, but it's written by the character in real time.